My friends are people are trying to tell me what to do, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't even know what that game is. That one of those like autistic, like RTS games you people play? Because I know about those. Honestly, I've always wanted to like those games because they seem fun, but I just can't. It's just something about my brain that doesn't click that way. I don't know. I might be crazy. I think I just have the wrong kind of autism. I think if I had better autism, then I would like those games. Map autism, yes. Okay, here we go. We'll we'll probably talk about this more as we go on, but yeah, we are right on the precipice of chapter 0, which is where they're I'm a list autist. I play RPGs to watch the number go up. My autism is lists and checking things off of the lists, which is why I love RPGs, because the number can go up and I can check off a bunch of things. I can look at my list of side quests and do all of them like a crazy OCD person. I think that's sort of where that's my obsession thing. I'm closer to like the Sonic like goober type autists. I'm better than that, but that's probably, if you were gonna put me in a category, I would be closer to those people. Okay, so yeah, we're just starting off and we're on a boat, I guess. I have my orange drink to sustain me. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. I'm just assuming that this is Makoto. Or, no, sorry. Makoto is the wrong name. I'm thinking about Drip Komida. And I can't get him out of my head. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. And the shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough, and that's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Oh no, it's Nagito! Oh wait, no! I'm me, and that's not... Wait. Yeah, the first one's ending is like, okay, whatever. But yes, I do know that this goes places. Do you like ships? No, we just discussed that. I'm not that kind of autistic. Ships are a no-go. On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it, so this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komida. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, well that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly... And that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. In this world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. And they are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. And this world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. And that's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent, too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person? You talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much. Hate? Then explain your hand. This. The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Fuck, this is Metal Gear Solid 2. He's possessed by the hand. Oh no. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. Brother! These cursed genes. I put them on one leg at a time, just like everyone else. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh. That's strange. Huh? Huh? Look out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's gonna happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Mysterious. Very mysterious. I guess that's the end of chapter 0, huh? Well, fine then. Huh? What is this? It's a door. Oh yeah, this was at the beginning of the game. I forgot about this whole thing, which was the reason that I'm like, oh, they're in the video game. Ah. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? How did I get here? Let the days go by. Into the blue again, now that the money's gone. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. But then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. I like a violin. The fucking "this is not a pipe" poster. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? What could that be?
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh. Alright, buddy. Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is very difficult to say quickly. Hope's Peak Academy. It like blurs together. But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that. What is this graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? I can't look at the violin poster, unfortunately. Well, back to school, baby. Summer vacation's over. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least, it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. Nope. Cannot interact. Despair Hotel. Huh. Well, that's new. This is the first floor. Yeah, I recognize this place. Can't go in the AV room with the Eye of Horus on it. The store, can't buy anything. Can't go that way. I just gotta make sure. What if I could? Why do girls get to be pink when the guy turns gray? That's messed up. Gotta, you know, you never know if there's extra stuff. The gymnasium is here, right? All right, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not gonna cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. We'll see. We'll see about that. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. A gymnasium? Yeah, it was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yeah, to use those assets again. It's Kino. Yo, Hajime!
Yo!
Hey, you heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you...
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
What a shock! I just told you guys, this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway?
What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
I don't believe it.
But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for.
What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't even feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Someone?
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to ruin and inside of the ruin.
What do you mean between?
Hey!
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only acknowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
Oh, it's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate,
Are you sure?
but on the other
about
hand, I'm
this?
worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
that's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
Well, you can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How'd we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this.
What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. And this building is really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it. Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Gugh. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey,
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then We really were tricked by Monokuma.
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help.
So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip. Right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right!
I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
I love Minimaru. He's cute. Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy. About ourselves.
I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right?
If that's the case, let's all leave this island by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, and what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy. None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
He obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're
Connie already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore.
Then let's get this over with and go home.
later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Uyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia,
Miss Sonia!
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone.
Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. All right. Oh, there's still Monokumas to find.
I knew you could do it.
I didn't even think that there would be, but I just looked over and there he was, just waiting for me. Wait, are there any things I can... No, there doesn't look like there's anything. All right, we'll just go on ahead then. Did he go up here? Huh? That's weird. And this is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. And he's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. What do you think, Sonia? This hallway, there is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Yeah, looks like it. I can't go in any of these places. Can't go in that room. I can't go in the bio lab. Very mysterious indeed. Leave it. I'll try to make the little thing get despair. We probably won't actually get to it by the end of the game, but maybe we can get a despair baby. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside of a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma? Yes, that's what I feel. I need to take a drink here. I love Ellis. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this?
Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? Well, that depends on the person.
So, just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Even if it's suspicious. Look, she's got a little fang, and there's a Mew. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege, where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend.
For morons.
Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So, they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty. One sec, I gotta slow down. I'm skipping. I'm not actually reading. I'm just speaking. Not working very good. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the reserve department. The expenses and exam fees for the reserve department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to the talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And that's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, and there's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reserve department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself.
Huh?
You wanted to be confident in yourself. So you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student.
Damn it. What the heck? Reserve department. I guess we're collecting bullets. It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo? The map developers? What? Wait a minute. This cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo, but in this situation, it just looks bizarre. Yep, moving on. Don't need to worry about it. Definitely not important. Map developers? Don't worry about it. Yo, you heard about video games? Ooh, 1 second. Gotta stretch a little bit. Ooh, gotta stretch my little body. Ah, there we go. Look at that really good shadow. Look how really, really good it is. And there's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking woodblock key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. Alright, let's get out of here. I think map developers told me way more than that stupid manga did. Because the manga didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know. That's the weird thing about Danganronpa, is it often will tell you shit you already know and the characters will be like, holy shit, what? But I guess, you know, they continued to deny everything. But still, it's weird that we're getting the same information.
What's going on?
This hallway is kinda creepy. I can't go places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something.
Yeah, you could almost even say that, maybe. Ooh, let me in here. Let me into classroom. What is this? What is this, Detective Conan? And this is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons. The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? Finally figuring out what the hell this thing is. After like 80 hours of this game and the last game. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. And the story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. And the key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Oh, you don't know that person, I don't think. Izuru was a genius, known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talents for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began, and that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. And this is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. It's Fate 0! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna die! /0, oh my god. Ridiculous. Ridiculous shit. And with a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too. But it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then, what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Okay, it's another truth bullet. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but what kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up. But all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Alright. We're gonna get to the bottom of this dang thing. This dang old Darnold thing. Dang old Darnold 2. Is it this way? Can I go in the bio thing yet? I can! Raw. I remember that Raw was in the last game. Oh, look at that face. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. That spooky Death Note face. Oh, it's a scary black hair girl. Oh my god. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. I didn't want to hope. I was hoping against hope that we would actually get something about the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped I was right. Look, she hates it. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. Yeah, it's Junji Ito. It's that girl. It's the girl with the face. You know the one. The E-Girl manga. With her scary face. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world,
Certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. Literally, gamers rise up. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. Sound familiar? By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of just using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this really is true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my! You don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough! What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real!
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Yeah, I remember. I remember that he said that. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But There's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Alright, I got the tragedy. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? And if they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I gotta get out of here. No, wait, I wanted to pick up that Monokuma. Phew. And that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Let me back in. I gotta pick him up. For reasons. No.
I've been found.
Gotcha, idiot. Gotcha, Agumon. Okay. Probably gonna go in here next? No. It's still all busted up. Maybe I'll go in this other classroom? Yes! Alright. Oh, hey, Fuyuhiko. No. I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way,
Damn right.
so I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Nothing in here. I guess I could look at the plates. This is... Metal slabs are covering portions of the classroom where windows would usually be. These better not be remnants of the killing school life. Despair! It's meaningless to look at the clock. Well, not really. We can determine that it's not 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock. It's times that are not those times. Does this monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so, this would be under Monokuma's supervision, right? Is this place really Hope's Peak Academy? Damn it. What's going on?
Hiya.
Ah.
Why, hello, Hajime. You're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga, and can you forgive me telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was one of the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans are obsessed with their philosophy. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Then what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do that what they did without any purpose.
hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
what?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide!
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead.
Huh? Bum bum. She's dead. Reserve department has been updated. Wait, hey Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom.
A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that you said about the Killing School Life? Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko Enoshima.
The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like,
It turns out that Killing School Life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other.
Former students of Hope's Peak Academy. And she took away their memories. That's just like us.
Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole.
And the surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
so.
The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once.
That's messed up.
But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life.
Then Junko is no more.
No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore.
Then... One second, just to move this a little bit. Who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that Killing School Life.
Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake.
But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere? Just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Huh. Junko updated.
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? You have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh
do?
well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route.
You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Nice. Yeah, flags. I know about that. I know about flags in video games.
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the ultimate despair again?
No, I don't really need you to.
Hey,
Actually, yeah, he's saying it again.
He just started on his own.
Did crazy ultimate despairs. He's saying the same shit. And it's the same thing.
It's fine already. You don't have to keep explaining.
what?
Huh? It's fine already? But I'm just getting to the good part.
Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Alright, time to go. I thought I had to talk to him again because he raised the flags. Oh shit. 4th floor.
It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this.
Hey.
Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like something's getting close. Someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It is just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time.
Alright, Ooh. Wrong thing. 1 second. I am going to very quickly do some stuff real fast. I'm gonna retweet myself so that people know we're on chapter 6 now. And we're getting into it. We're learning about things. This is awesome. This is great. I'm glad to finally be getting answers. It's always good. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Get that done. There we go. We're good. Wanted to do that real fast. Okay, where are we going? Here, let's check on the thing, on the little monster. Okay, it needs more despair. We have to make this baby fucking sad. Okay. Music room, huh? All right. Oh shit, what is that?
And this looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange.
Hologram. Let's look at the hologram first.
What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. Excuse me. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins. We haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we lost. Okay, so survivors. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oh jeez, fucking seizure warning on this. Not that you needed me to say that. It looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? Yeah, I can see the biggest, I can see most tragic event in human history, even though it's horribly compressed. And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? And the Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Huh. Future Foundation's origins. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the Ultimate Despairs, who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I know, it's impossible to avoid. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima are making us go through all this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. It's like a brain worm. It's like seeing Loss. Among Us really has become the new Loss. And I didn't know whether it would make it or not, but they have totally succeeded. If you can call it success. Ooh, Teacher's Lounge. I guess I'm going here. And I'm even allowed in here. Awesome. Look at these video game flowers. Ooh, 1 second. Yeah, look, there's us. We're up there. And this feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it.
The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? A list of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. Well, let's look at this newspaper about Hyoko. Why is she big? Why is she grown up? That's weird. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper? Yeah, this is weird. Ms. Hyoko Sayonji. What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Sayonji. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. He was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something?
No, it says Hyoko Sayonji here.
Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name.
An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean,
Well, that's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko.
But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Sayonji family's only daughter. Well, if she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt.
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
today,
Well,
feeling right.
regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth?
If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Well, we know everyone's 2 years older than they think they are. So that made me suspicious of Hyoko in the first place, because I was like, well, we already know that everyone's 18 because of the 2 years. We all lost our memories of 2 years in school. But I don't know. Yeah, that's very mysterious. Very mysterious.
Huh?
This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Yoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment?
If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
It better not have anything to do with time travel.
It better not. Okay, let's look at the list of names again. Hajime, Chiaki. Chiaki's on here. That's the ultimate imposter who is, what's his face?
Byakuya, fucking Byakuya. God damn it.
Yeah, everybody else is the same. Kara Hanamura, Nekamaru, Fuyuhiko, Mahiro, Mikan, Ibuki, Nagito, Gundam, Akane, Sonia, Peko, Kazuichi. We're all here. An extremely overwhelming portrait of Frederick Douglass is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Hope's Peak Academy founder Izuru Kamakura? Founder of Hope's Peak Academy. And this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Huh. Well, I guess that was that guy. Oh look, there's another Monokuma. Hey buddy.
Huh?
Found you.
Are you serious?
There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Ashima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there still is a leader on par with Junko and Ashima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end that incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair!
Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage!
Next stage? Alright, floor 3. What could happen? Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? Now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. Ooh, that's a really cool effect with the little glitches freaking out. Oh, look, wireframes! Yo, wireframes raw. These, oh, look at these windows. Oh, poor windows. Okay, rec room. Okay. Stretchy stretch. Oh, my back feels all weird. And there's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school.
I guess we'll pick up this first.
It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms that I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh?
Indeed. Oh. I don't know why it clicked on the locker. I was trying to click on the chair.
The locker is still run down. Didn't they buy any new furniture before they go off buying stuff like a dartboard and a billiards table?
Look at, there's the Monokuma jars.
It's a nice, firm-looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. And there's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. Mahiru would have been happy to see this. And there's a dartboard. But this is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place? This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. And due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh circumstances. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnant of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Remnants of despair.
It says here they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime! If you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse!
It's your fault! What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect glue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No, no!
Well, who cares about me anyway? And that's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. What? This true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Alright, I think I'm good here. Oh shit! Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Oh no, Akane! The fuck up!
It smells.
Yeah, it's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose,
Based
yeah.
on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut's telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Well, let's see. My gut feeling is... They're both.
Yo,
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean?
you.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Okay, can't go that way. What the? Can't go down or up or whatever. Is there any place gonna tell me where I can go? No, I just have to look around. Ah, the library. The library, of course! With all them books. Oh, look at their outline. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something in here too. I should hurry up and find it. Okay, just to make sure the email is the only thing. Yeah, looks like it. This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. The Future Foundation 14th Division. Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to this world. And the 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? And the Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return to the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? The email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? And then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? I can't get in here, huh? No. Not allowed. So, Makoto betrayed them. What does that mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Are we gonna bring out how Nagito Kamaeda is Makoto Naegi? It's I am Makoto Naegi, but with anagrammed.
What could happen? I don't even know. I just want some freaking answers, gosh dang it. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but, this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now suddenly I'm in a laundry room. Well, first we're gonna get this Monokuma. Yoink!
No.
That's 4, right? Yeah. Look, there's Junko. Give me this thing. I can't touch it. There we go. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program, excuse me. Neo World Program. This word, Neo World. Well, that's 2 words, but you know, okay. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist, blah, 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 were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Living in the database. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. I wonder. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. Feeling of weakness. Like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, and the sad goodbyes, the conflicts and the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing, until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that this, there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you.
Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me, too? Alright.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Hiya.
I didn't enjoy the killing school trip, Solix. By the way, you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you the world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. And poo hoo hoo. Hoo 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 hoo. Whoa, fuck. In this hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh god. This is gonna be a rough one, folks. Where am I allowed to go is the real question. Whoa.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means that as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh my.
Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? I can't go in here, but at least this is a different kind of door. Hi, Monokuma. The moment you discover that the truth was all a lie, all hope will disappear. Big object. Is this floating? Look at the code. That looks really good. Icon change operation is not supported probably. Render, not a registered render. File read in 4 seconds. Generating Hono cores. I don't know. I thought maybe this would have a clue. Create Kibogani passage. Poop. It says poop down there. No, it says classroom. Dang it. I wanted to say poop. That would be funny. Creator world hotel. Hotel island. Hotel. You go to hotel. That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object... Spoon! What's it say? What's it saying? No identifier. Oh, it's friend, not female. Yeah, Chihiro.
Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program.
A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place?
I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego.
That's what it was, Alter Ego. I couldn't remember what to call him. Like, it's not AI, it's not... like... I forgot, but yeah, Alter Ego.
That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego, artificial intelligence program?
I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager, or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar.
Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground, like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World Program?
The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different, depending on the circumstances of, for example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems that the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know about the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program.
Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place?
The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors.
2 monitors?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else.
What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. And the Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus?
I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means that this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence? Just like her? Damn it. What the heck?
Hajime, it says not female right there.
You big idiot. Frickin' read, moron. This is why you're a reserve course student.
An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it.
Physically?
Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. And based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who can enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie?
Observers. Neo World program has been updated.
But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too.
A limit?
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on
Okay,
now.
even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
How strange.
If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship from their paradigm.
Change results by being accelerates and crosses the joint ownership of the world. It's situated in vice. Huh? Hey!
Death.
Oh, jeez. This is no good. I can't read this crap. Oh, shit. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. Even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do. We were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. Yeah, just unplug it and plug it back in. That's Tech 101. It looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this could happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering all the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought about Nagito, who saw it first. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Yet not very well, to be perfectly frank. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair, using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. What? 1 second. Sorry. Whoa. Computer's being annoying. It's trying to do pop-ups to me. The Windows is trying to make me mad, but it doesn't like me. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma?
In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independent of the observer. Which means that even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. That's what I should play. That's what I should play anytime there's garbled text, is the fucking Reggie noises. In fact, let's listen to them right now, just for funsies, because they're so good. We're gonna listen to them right now. And they're probably gonna be really loud, but that's okay. Reggie noises. Yes! Let's take a brief intermission. I love it. I love that they made them sound like this, by the way. Fucking Ash's. I hate Ash's voice. I can't stand it, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Yeah, now anytime I think about computer noises, I think about the Reggie noises, and I think it's just so good. Yashi Baba, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Anyway, I gotta win the game.
Death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing really.
I see.
Anyway.
Oh, well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again.
Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length. But it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? Oh look, the text is really clear now. You can see not female very, very clearly. Well, really, it's not female. Yusaki Chihiro. You think people would have taken that? You think people would have looked at not female and understood that? But no, you don't know the Tumblr drama back in the day. Like every single day with this shit. But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie,
then isn't everything just meaningless? And it's the same for the killings, too. And even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? And when the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Leon. We got the Leon clue. Shutdown sequence. Excellent. All right. Bye. Bye, idiots. Old building, first floor still. Oh. It's time for the class trial.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
All of these glitching effects are really good, by the way. Like, a lot of
See you
a
soon.
lot of games and stuff with glitching effects don't go far enough. But these are really good. These are like, yeah, fuck it up. Look at the code. Look at it failing to render a texture. That's so awesome. A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I just need to focus on that. All right. Well, it looks like it's time to graduate. And it looks like I'm gonna take a break for just a moment, you guys. I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom so that I don't interrupt myself during the trial. And we're gonna finish it off today. Holy crap. This is freaking exciting.